This is exactly how you stop a home invasion. We're going to break down this surveillance video and show you how just a few seconds can change your life. You've got to be ready. I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, and I'm here again with Tom Grieve, noted criminal defense attorney and former state prosecutor. Tom, we need to take a look at this video because it shows just about everything the guy did correctly to stop a home invasion. And folks, it also shows you how quickly a home invasion can happen and what you need to do to stop it in its tracks. So let's roll the video here and we'll walk through this. It's only about 19 or 20 seconds long, but you can see exactly what's going on with this thing. Family's coming home from a night out, apparently shopping, and we see either older sister or mom, younger sister, and the child comes in. Guy's looking over his shoulder. He saw something. He put his hand in his pocket, and there you hear the gunshots. The shooting starts. Now, that's just all it takes to change your entire life. As we look at that video, what did you notice right away? First of all, from a legal aspect, there were no words exchanged in this video. There was no stop or I'll shoot. Is that, as far as you can tell, a legal shoot? We'll start there.
Well, we don't know what state it is, but bottom line, yeah, this looks like about as good as a legal shoot as you can get. And on top of that, it's hard to fault this gentleman who had to use his firearm to protect his home, to protect his family, for doing anything wrong. It looked like he did everything right. Even
as he's coming up the sidewalk there, he's looking over his shoulder, he's paying attention. He saw somebody, or it looks like, I will assume, he saw somebody out in the parking lot he didn't recognize. He moved the bag of stuff. That was his gun hand was not encumbered. He's walking up the sidewalk, looking over his shoulder, and his hand goes right to his pocket. I may not be a big fan of pocket carry, but you know what? You get your gun into play as quickly as you can. And there it was.
It worked. I mean, that's the bottom line. It wasn't glove box carry. It wasn't carried on an empty chamber. If he was carrying an empty chamber, there's a good chance this story would have a very different and tragic ending.
Oh, yeah.
He seems like he did everything right. He was in condition yellow. He was monitoring his surroundings. He made sure, as you talked about, he didn't encumber his gun hand. I don't know about you, but I'll plead guilty that when I'm carrying the groceries into my house, it's two full arms more often than I care to admit.
Yeah.
But he saw the guy prowling. He saw someone probably acting like they shouldn't. I mean, it looks like the guy came at him from the lawn, not from a sidewalk. Tip number one, hoodie up. Okay. Maybe it's cold out. Who knows?
Yeah, they were wearing coats. It could have been a chilly evening.
But, let's also face it here. That's also a classic sign of maybe things aren't the way it ought to be. Maybe not. That's not the case. It's far more often something where somebody's trying to disguise their identity. Someone's intentionally trying to blend in, but invariably they never go about it right, thankfully. Such as inevitably, I think what we had here is someone was prowling through the bushes on the lawn and probably came around the corner after watching them park.
Mm-hmm. And what I like about this video is this guy did not hesitate. He knew something was going down, and he knew it early on. This situational awareness of him in this scene was outstanding. He was looking over his shoulder. There's somebody over there. I'm putting my hand in my pocket. I know I got my gun in here. And as he turns around, you can see in the video, the guy's got a gun out and he's pointing it at the family. And, guess what? I got to do something right now. And he didn't stop. He didn't go through the entire sequence that other people go through of what's happening. This is not happening. I better do something about it now. It was, if he did go through that sequence, he acted immediately. And he was facing a weapon. He drew his weapon. He fired immediately. And he kept firing until the threat stopped. The bad guy, that's what happens when you're a bad guy. You might run into somebody with a gun. He wasn't expecting that. You mentioned earlier when we watched the video prior to doing this, would have been an entirely different story if the little girl had been the last one down the sidewalk. I mean, this guy did it perfectly. The other folks in front of him, he's providing the rear guard cover, and he's, because the house is probably going to be safe. And you're walking up to the house, you realize there's nobody in there. We're going to a safe place. The person with the firearm stays to the spot where you can provide the best defense. And he did it outstandingly well.
He did, yeah, absolutely. And, it's worth noting something else I really liked is some things that he didn't do. We already touched on some of those. I love the fact he didn't go charging outside because for all we know, the attacker's two buddies are around the corner with their own knives, their own firearms or something like that. We don't know what's out there. he wants to protect himself. He's not out there trying to get vengeance or anything like that. And you can see that through his actions, which again is going to feed back in from a legal framework of, well, what was his intent? What was the homeowner's intent? He wasn't out there trying to kill someone. He was out there trying to protect people, specifically 3 that we know of: himself, presumably his wife, and his daughter. So that's a great thing. And it's also worth pointing out as well, something that you and I talked about, is the fact that what was the bad guy not deterred by?
Yeah, there was a sign.
There's
right
a home
there.
security
Yeah,
sign,
home security
right?
sign. I got an alarm
He
system.
didn't care.
So what?
He didn't care, right? The whole thing, from when that bad guy came off the front lawn and presented his firearm to the time when he's rolling around on the ground, 2, maybe 3 seconds.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to press the alarm button, wait for, someone to pick up? There's tremendous value in home security systems. The point is that they are no replacement for having a firearm, and firearms are only going to be as good as your education and training allows them to be.
Yeah.
If he had that firearm in the glove box, yeah, he had the firearm, check.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have done him any good.
Right.
Only his education and training is what saved him here.
Yeah, and he clearly got some pretty good training. And it's another thing I like to point out, too. People should not feel protected by their video camera. That video camera didn't stop this assault. It just let us break it down so that we could show all of the things this guy did correctly to protect his family. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm proud of this guy. He did everything right. He stopped the intruder. He went back in the house. I'm assuming that, called 911 and did everything he needed to do afterwards. But folks, that's exactly how quickly gunfights happen. 3 shots, 3 seconds from 3 yards. It goes down just that fast. And if you're not ready at all times, you're going to be in some serious trouble. This guy did a great job. Thank you for helping us break this down, Tom.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Folks, now we want to hear from you. Comment down below. Tell us what you think this guy did right or wrong, what you noticed about this video as you watch over. We really want to get some input, and this is your opportunity to tell us what you think, what you might have done, or what you think he could have done better, or what you think he did wrong. And remember, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to this page. Click that notification bell. We'll notify you every time we come out with a new video. I'm Kevin Michalowski for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. Stay safe out there.